Hi guys, George here from Zero Period Productions, and today on Skyrim Saturday Mods, I'm taking a look at Maelstrom, a quest and dungeon mod by nachdaemmerung 77. Maelstrom follows the footsteps of a lost expedition of a strange island that has mysteriously risen from the sea. The mod aims to create a dark, mysterious, and puzzle-filled dungeon. And while there aren't jump scares, it's meant to keep you on the edge of your seat. Anyone who's been watching me long enough knows that I'm pretty terrible with any sort of horror stuff, so this will be interesting for me to play through. But hey, it's nearly Halloween. Playing something a little bit spooky seems fitting. The quest is inspired by Norse mythology, so while it doesn't draw directly upon Elder Scrolls lore, it does fit in relatively well with Skyrim's themes and setting. Maelstrom is not the kind of mod to hold your hand. You can't rely on quest markers to a large degree the same way you would for Skyrim. It's meant to reflect an older era of RPGs, and can even be compared to Morrowind in some ways for that reason. The mod features two different followers, one who has been completely voice acted and another who makes use of vanilla dialogue, as well as some lines that have been spliced together from vanilla lines. Your choices and actions throughout the mod will lead you to one of two different endings, and some slight variations on those as well. Maelstrom is available both on Skyrim Legendary Edition and Skyrim Special Edition on PC. As usual, I'll be playing on Special Edition. And before we start, I wanted to give a shout out to Epic Nate, whose recent video pointed me to this mod. Make sure to check out his channel if you don't already. He's a really cool guy and a really talented content creator, and I hope to get the chance to hang out with him again soon. To get started on this mod, head to the Winking Skeever in Solitude.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
I'm looking for work. Do you know anything interesting?
Let me think. Oh yes, there was that man looking for new blood to hire. Here, take this. He gave me this letter.
Adventurers wanted. Started. Shallow waters. Read the notice. Adventurers wanted for an expedition into the Sea of Ghosts. I'm looking for hired swords, cunning rogues, and skillful mages. Although we face many risks and dangers, anyone who joins us will be rewarded with a fair share of all treasures we will find. You will also receive a generous sum of 100 gold up front once you arrive at our camp northwest of Ravenscar Hollow before we set out on the 26th of Sun's Height. Scholar Remius of Cyrodiil. I've never seen the font so small in a note before. I didn't know you could change that.
Go to the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
You learn something new every day. Okay, I see the camp. Oh, and that woman is angry. Where is she going? Oh, is she fighting Horkers? Is that what this is all about? Is that really... Okay. Here, I'll help you fight the Horkers. Wait, no, why is she attacking me? Wait, I'm here for the expedition. What do you want? Leave me alone. Well, that's a little insulting. That's a little unnecessary. We are routed. No, you are routed. Campsite key. Gold. Oh. Purse with forged coins? Oh no. Did Remius pull a fast one? Is that why he's saying, oh yeah, you know, come to my camp, I'll give you 100 coins to start. Oh, he's a swindler, isn't he? Alright, read Remius's journal. Oh, alright, that's a lot at once, and that's very small font still. We have set up camp near Ravenscar Hollow a few days ago. Some mercenaries have already arrived after reading the notice. Most of them are Nords, good in a fight, and when carrying around the supplies, but thick and gullible. They easily fell for the forged coins. Lilethis did a good job with them. Midas, the island is appearing in my dreams more frequent now. While I know the course by heart, I have gone through the old notes on the first expedition and created a map for others. That is a very, very small map. Well, I think it's because he was trying to illustrate just how far away the island was from the camp and the mainland, but wow, that is very, very far north. I've gathered all the ingredients needed for the concoction for the ritual to dispel the barrier. Do I need to make this now? Only the required blood sacrifice is missing, but Airdrie assured me she knows someone from High Rock who would meet the criteria. For now, Bragrel has started to bring our supplies to the entrance. It will take us some time to get everything ready. Overall, everything is going according to my plans. Only, Alric is giving me headaches with his constant talking about glory, adventure, and honor. He doesn't fit in well here, but his sword arm has proven quite useful so far. Alright, and that is the last page. I did turn up my my music volume and my audio effects just because I figured if this is going to be a very atmospheric sort of spooky mod, then I should have those things up. Travel to the island as our boat begins to sink. Yeah, no, this is just, we're gonna sink. We're not gonna make it there. I'm gonna have to swim to the island. Use the boat to reach the island and explore the cave. Frigid cave. Well, I'm wearing a cloak. So, you know, I'm decently covered up. Everyone's gonna be dead. No one from this expedition is gonna be left standing. Hopefully they killed Remius, because he seems like kind of a dick.
Who are you?
Excuse me? Who am I? Who are you? Who do you think you're talking to? Fiori's letter. Fiorti, I'm afraid that I'll be dead by the time you read this. Something was wrong with the mead. I'm coughing up blood and can't feel my legs anymore. Don't trust Remius. The gold coins he gave us are nothing but fake, and I don't believe he means for us to leave this place. I can't say for sure what he is up to, but he and his friends only hire us to be expendable. The only truth in his story seems to be about his earlier expedition to this island. We have found their camp and some of the stuff they left behind, but something is wrong with this place. Its shadows are dark and deep, and I'm afraid of what's hiding in them. Once you find me, I beg you to turn back, and don't think about getting revenge like you would normally do. I know that the mod is voice active, but it definitely seems like it's going to be very kind of note heavy, note and book heavy. Which, I don't mind notes, I don't mind books, I just don't want it to be the only form of storytelling, so I guess we'll see. What I am going to do is I am going to very quickly turn down my brightness on my travel lantern, just because I feel like otherwise that's just not really fair to the atmosphere of the mod. Alright, turning it down to level 1. Which is still kind of bright, so maybe we'll even switch to torches instead to make it even a little bit more fair. Strange smelling mead. Let me inspect that. Causes 25 points of poison damage, causes 3 points of poison damage for 60 seconds. Yep, that'll kill you. That will 100% do it. Oh no.
Feel your presence.
Oh no, I already don't like it, because that already startled me a little bit. And this is very puzzle-based. This is very puzzle and atmospheric-based. So I'm already a little scared. I warned you already, it doesn't take much to scare me. So we're already in for a bad time.
Are you here to help me?
Oh, and that's a Draugr. Well, I'm certainly not here to help the Draugr. Well, what if she isn't evil? What if this voice isn't evil? Maybe the spooky voice isn't here to hurt me and just needs to be helped. I realize that's maybe too much to ask for. Maybe I'm already naive. Remius already said that Nords are naive, and here I am. a Nord, thinking, oh, the weird, creepy voice calling out to me in the middle of a dark cavern, maybe that's not evil. Maybe she's just happy and lonely. So yeah, maybe I'm the fool too. Maybe I'm just good at swinging my sword arm.
Leave this place.
Optional, learn more about the expedition. Okay, and this is Bogrel. This is one of the people from the expedition. Alright, time to investigate a little bit. Bogrel's notes. Guarding the camp as ordered, but also scouted the surrounding tunnels. There's a troll roaming around nearby, so I set up some bear traps along with some fire. This should keep it from getting too close. There's a sealed off tunnel. I guess a few hits with something sturdy or a spell would open the way, but for now I will leave it untouched. Remius won't like it if I roam around too much. There's a couple, like, grammatical or spelling mistakes, and some cars outside as well, but I figured I'd just point it out because I noticed it. Lilithis is an annoyance as usual. She's getting restless whenever there's nothing to kill or loot. Although Remius ordered me to keep an eye on her, I don't feel like sitting a baby. The sooner she breaks her neck, the better. Man, now I'm glad I killed him. Although at this point I'm fine with killing everyone on the expedition because it seems like they were all kind of in on it. Not the adventurers, but you know, Bogrel and all of them. It definitely seems like they were in on this. Bogrel, while I take Eredre, Alric, and the mercenaries with me to the lower levels, you and Lilithis will stay behind guarding the camp. Don't worry about the Nord siblings, they should be dead by now. But in case of unforeseen events, I will need you as backup. I will send for you as soon as your presence is required. Until then, don't travel too far into the other tunnels. Keep an extra eye on Lilithis. Her greed tends to make her imprudent. As long as I can find Remius and, you know, kind of give him a piece of my mind, I'll be happy. Here we go. Mundas. After so many years, I'm finally back at the place where Varus and the others found their doom. Our old camp is still there like it was frozen in time, untouched by the Draugr. Only the dead bodies are all gone and withered away. Oh, this is going to be part of one of the puzzles. We have entered the ritual chamber. As expected, the mystic barrier is still there, but I have already set up my equipment and began brewing the concoction. The last ingredient will arrive soon with Eredre. The undead guards were no match for Alric and the others, and I was able to examine the gate to the lower levels more closely. There are many inscriptions on the walls of the chamber. I expect to find a clue which of the strange runes are required to open the way. I discovered a relief containing an indication how to properly set up the pillars. It shows 5 pairs of runes. One of them must be the correct one. Now it is time for some rest. The closer we get to this place, the clearer I can hear her song in my head. For the moment she is silent, but I can feel her presence in the depths. She is waiting. Okay, this is going to be the last page. I just wanted to know how long this would be. Everything is prepared to perform the ritual. The supply of virgin blood comes in the form of an annoying Breton girl that Eredre has brought. Wow! In the naivety, she believes that this is her first big adventure. Well, soon enough she will play her part. Once I fill the basin with her blood and mix it with the concoction, all that is required is to touch the blood's surface. Then the barrier will disperse and I can reach the pull chain to open the portcullis. I really hope I can kill him. Oh, that door is barred from the other side. Wait. Okay, well I came from that way, so we're gonna head down this way then. He did say there were traps and the such, so just keeping an eye out for all that. Oh, and alright. I think the troll's trying to come for me. Yep, I hear the troll.
What? Nakast!
Yes, it was completely necessary for me to completely just run over here. Was absolutely, completely necessary for me to do that. Oh, here's Lilithis. She has only a journal scrap. That damn humming is driving me crazy. I can hear it all night echoing through the caves and keeping me from my sleep. Broggle says he can't hear shit, but that's because he's a deaf, dim-witted dumbhead. Note to self, once this is over, I'll cut off his ears and make a nice little necklace out of them. I swear I will rip out every single one of these goddamn Nern roots, and if I run into this stupid troll, I will kick its furry ass to oblivion. Yeah, how did that go for you? How did that one go for you? I'm also going to change shouts, because I actually did not mean to use a whirlwind sprint. I meant to use cyclone. Very different shout. Ignore me. I'm gonna get lost in this place. Well, this is the blocked off passageway that he mentioned in his notes. Oh, spiders, how could I ever deal with monstrous spiders like this? I don't think I'll survive the night. I don't like how green this room is. It makes me a little uneasy. Like, the room just looks very, very poisonous, almost. Like, there's a poisonous aura about the room. Oh? Well, here we go.
Help me. Save me from the darkness.
Oh no, was that you? This whole time? Was that you? At first glance, the young woman seems to be dead, but there's still a notion of life in her. As she is heavily wounded, it is hard to tell how much longer she will make it. I don't think a potion will be of any help here, but a healing spell might be a way to save her. Optional, heal the wounded woman. One thing I also want to say, just because it was almost a slight issue. When you install the mod, you have an option between motorcycles and cars. And clearly I chose motorcycles for my background noise rather than cars. But on a serious note, the mod has an option between Nude Followers, which is the default, and non-nude followers. And I chose non-nude followers. But the reason I mentioned it was because as I approached her, there was a really, really prominent angle of her ass. I just want to make sure you're very, very healed. Oh.
I don't feel right. What happened?
You don't even look like you belong in Skyrim. Not the province, just like the game, the universe. You almost look like a Fallout 4 character with all the makeup and the way your hair is and everything. Also, this is Skyrim. You really feel warm enough in this outfit? I'm wearing a cloak, I'm wearing a hood, I'm wearing heavy armor, and you're just sitting here. Alright. You were stabbed and almost died, but I saved you.
I can't quite remember. Wait, what about the others?
The others are dead or have left. They were the ones that did this to you.
I see. I understand. I was such a fool. They treated me like garbage, and they used me.
I'm guessing this is the character that uses spliced together dialogue. Just the slight change in volume and everything. I feel like this is the one that has the spliced together stuff. I'm sorry to hear that. A bit naive, aren't you? Or stop your whining and get over it. No, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
I'm sorry to hear you were almost killed. Thank you. I appreciate that you are sorry about this. So what will you do now?
I don't know. I need to rest. And then I think I'm going back to High Rock. Or maybe you need a partner,
Alright, you can come with me if you want. Maybe later, why don't you wait in the Winking Skeever and I'll meet you there. Or I don't need a partner. Yeah, you can come with me if you want. I could use, someone to watch my back when I get spooked and probably poop myself.
Really? Good. This is going to be great.
Oh.
Huh?
Nice sword. Okay. So here's a couple things. We have the chest key. We have the blood basin. All we have to do is touch the blood basin for the portcullis to open, he said. But the other thing is... Oh, alright. Calm down there. Don't jump at me like that. The other thing is the pillars. I don't see all of the pillars, though. Because he said there were 5 pillars? I only see those 2. Alright, so an N, or pseudo-N on that one. This one was... I think it was that one. Unless... You know, it's gonna be that one. Well, let's give it a shot. The basin is filled with sacrificial blood mixed with alchemical reagents. According to Remus's journal, all I need to do is touch the surface of the blood to dispel the barrier. Okay, so once again, I don't even know if those are the pillars that I needed to fool around with yet, but... Well, that didn't do anything. Is there a Draugr here? Yeah, there is. Okay. Well, I'm guessing that's because I didn't have the pillars configured correctly, but there's only 2 pillars in here.
No. No, go away. This place is so dark. The dead will kill you.
Okay, well, it doesn't seem like she wants me to get hurt. So that's a good thing. I'm not worried about the voice as much anymore. If anything, the voice is warning me. Oh, I don't like how dark it is in there. But that is the only way to go. Read inscription. The red ring here I hew me once owned of Halfdan's father, the wealthy lord of Erewhile, or the sea waves undo us, so on the guest shall gold be. If we have needs of guesting, meet so for mighty menfolk, amid Ranalsar to hold them. I am not sure if that means anything for us. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I found a ring. Is this going to be related at all or no? Because this says red ring. So I would imagine ruby, but that was not a red/ruby ring at all. Well, let's head into the very, very dark room. Oh, female skeleton. Okay, the second I said female skeleton, I was thinking, alright, this is gonna matter for something. Property of Sister Pelicia. We've arrived in Zonstar this noon, not moon. Led by Brother Varus, our group consists of the brothers Remius and Averio, Sister Amia, and myself. Here we hope to hire a ship and some able crew and warriors. No luck with hiring a ship so far, but Brother Varus had more visions of the island. He says we need to sail farther to the north than he had anticipated. I have never seen Varus so excited. A long time has passed since his first vision after studying the Elder Scroll. Finally, we are able to find a captain who is willing to bring us to our destination. It was about time. The Nords in this town are most unpleasant company and reek of ale and foul things. And Amy and I weren't able to leave the room alone without getting inappropriate offers of all kinds. We started preparing our departure and will set sail in a few days. The last part of our journey has begun, while Varus and Remius have found more clues about our destination. Averio had a disagreement with them about the things they had learned. It was a very heated discussion, but nonetheless there is no turning back for us now. So many weeks and so many fruitless attempts to find the island, but we finally did it. It is basically just a large rock with a single chasm leading into the deep. There is no way we can set up camp in the outside, so we have to enter the shadowy cave. Holy hell, how long is this going to be? Okay, not too much longer. Our camp is ready and we can start exploring the cave. Averio is becoming an annoyance. I wonder why he joined our cause if only talks about leaving this place. The local fauna has given us some smaller problems, but it was nothing the Nord warriors couldn't handle. And while it has taken some time, I slowly get used to them. We discovered a large ritual chamber with a portcullis blocking the way to the next area. There is a lever which may open it, but it is protected by a magical barrier. We have no clue how to dispel it, so we started looking for hints and inscriptions. We were attacked by several Draugr, but the men handled them quickly. We should be safe from them for now. Varus and Remius found the description of a ritual which would disperse the magic barrier, but they won't tell us what exactly needs to be done. I'm not certain, but from what I could understand, it might require some sort of blood sacrifice. This would be bad news indeed. Both are very willing to go very far to reach their goals. Especially Remius is becoming more and more obsessed. I didn't sleep well during the last nights. I'm having strange dreams about the sea and the feeling of being drowned. It's a minor thing, but I like that there was a quill and ink on her body. It's like, okay, it makes sense that she was able to write this then. So there's no pillar with the inscriptions in here. I'm not sure. I need to figure out where these other pillars are, because there's supposed to be 5 of them, I guess?
You already failed twice. Don't fail again.
Well, that's not good. I was just curious what would happen if I pulled it a 3rd time without figuring it out, and that did not sound good at all. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey.
Need something?
I need you to do something.
Sure.
Yeah, just pull that. Do you think she'll die, or do you think it'll still kill me? Ooh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. You don't really mind this at all, do you?
Anything else?
Man, I thought I was just gonna explode or something. Where the hell are these pillars then? Why are they not in this room? Alright, let's keep looking. So I think I misunderstood the pillars. I think I misunderstood it, but I think I have an idea now. Because he's saying one of the pairs must be correct. I was just trying to kind of like set it up as if there were 5 pillars. But yeah, I think just one of these combinations is going to be the correct one. The only one that I think you can actually do is the little one on the bottom right-hand corner, the one that kind of looks like an F and a Y. Where I think that's one of the only combinations that actually appears. There we go. Yeah, I just misunderstood it at first, but, well, what else is new?